Greetings, Judah. DFG at Gideon's Flight. Hey, my brothers, this message is to you. And I just want you to just take a few minutes and hear your big brother out, okay? You know, I've been around this planet for a little while now. I've seen a lot of things. You know, my journey is very similar to most of the Israelite men's journey, at least those here in so-called, you know, America. You know, I've seen poverty that you could hardly imagine. But then again, let me reword that. I've seen your poverty. I've seen, you know, the tough times that you've had to live in, sharing beds with siblings, living in homes or houses or apartments with concrete walls and concrete floors. Watch television with hangers as antennas. See my siblings abused and taken advantage of. Had drugs pushed on them and pushed on us, you know, before we had the knowledge or the wisdom to be able to say no. I've seen it all. I've seen the different movements throughout, you know, this land that was supposed to be, you know, pro us, to help us, only to find out that it was just another trick of Satan, you know, to ensnare us, to trap us, to keep us in this perpetual bondage, you know, this modern day, you know, slavery. I've seen all of those things, and you know, I've seen how the enemy has turned our women against us. And I'm talking to the. Let me back up, and I'm going to come back to it. I've seen how the enemy has turned our women against us. Let me say, I am not talking. If you are caught up in the boule things of this world, if you are sitting around as an effeminate male, still using your mama and your daddy to make decisions for you, mama and daddy, to help you out when you get in the jam, I'm not talking to you. You're not a man. You're a child. If you are still running around here chasing, you know, money and wealth and thinking that somehow or another, you know, your car or your house or, you know, your fake bank account, because many of you, those niggers, you know, got fake bank accounts. You know what I'm saying? They don't really have any goddamn thing. If you don't believe me, you know, you go out there and you watch what they're wearing, then go turn around and ask them to give you $1,000 or lend you $1,000, and watch how that all of a sudden all that glitter, you know, starts to show exactly what it is, a bunch of shit. All right, so I'm not talking to those niggas either. And I use the word nigga not because of the color of our skin or because of the negative adjective that is applied to us by the heathen. I use it in the sense that of ignorance, is in the term of where that, you know, it plays right into the image of the hobo. You know, he's got on a top hat and a top coat and got on raggedy trousers and barefooted. Talking about that fake nigga. The nigga who needs to take and join organizations, boule clubs, you name it, just to be able to feel like he is somebody. He's a Zulu. He's a Freemason. He's a Alpha. He's an Omega. Whatever. I'm not talking to you niggas. Okay? You niggas are ashamed. You know, you make us all look bad. So this message is not for you. So get off this damn channel. Now let me get back to, you know, our women, you know what I'm saying, who the enemy has used to turn against us. And shame on them, because, you know, they'll use excuses that, well, you know, if you guys had done right, you know, we would be there for you. No. You don't get off that easy, because we can say the same things about your wicked asses. So no, we you know, that doesn't apply. But what I'm saying to you, brothers, is that, you know, you need to remember who you are. It doesn't matter, you know, the things that we've gone through. If you go to Revelation 3:9, you know, the Messiah said to us, he said, you know, well, really it was Elohim using the Messiah to bring that word forward. So I know, you know, the poverty of those, you know, he said, I know that you may appear in poverty. I know that, you know, you don't have the things that you know, I wanted you to have, because your ancestors for the most part sold you out. He said, but don't let them tell you that you're so wretched and that you're poor, because truly you are rich. And he meant, and I'm talking to you again, my brothers, that riches he was talking about, that we are the men of Elohim. We are the most brilliant species on this planet. I'm talking about the so-called Negro, male. The most brilliant, and we're all over the planet. Everywhere we're there. You follow me? Africa, Asia, South America, China, I said Asia, I'm sorry. Australia. Where there are people, where there are men, we're there. We're so scattered and so few that most of the time people don't recognize us. But I just want to tell you, Yah, my brothers of Yah, Yah recognizes us. He sees us. He sees the beauty that he put inside of us. After all, he's the one who made us in his likeness. And what I am saying to you this morning is that, regardless of what you are dealing with, don't confuse that with your truth. Because your truth is you are the kings of the land. We are the king of the land. Like they said, the lion is the king of the jungle. We are the king of this land. There is no male species of any species superior to you. None. And damn sure not the heathen. Look at them. You can just stand next to one of them and your presence just overwhelms them to the point where they hate you. Put it like this, my brothers. Your presence overwhelms you so much that even your women despise you and want to replace you. Now think about how sad that is. Even your own women, will turn against you for the truth of Yah. When you bring forth the truth of Yah and you say, thus says the Lord, thus says Elohim, even your women will resist you because of that truth. But be not dismayed. Because see, for every one of them, just like with the heathens who have come against you, Yah's going to replace their asses 100-fold. And of course, there is no woman of Judah, Israel, that has taken the side against us that's going to make it in. No, she's not going to make it in. She's going to go to hell. The book says that. There are many examples of women, who went against their kings. Vashti in the book of Esther. Jezebel. Yeah, I think it was that 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles, who went against Ahab. Sarah, who went against Abraham. And there are many more if I give you a moment to think of. Who went against their men and Yah destroyed them or killed them. So Yah is not going to tolerate their rebellion. No more than he's going to tolerate the wickedness of these heathens all over this planet. So what I am saying to you, that no weapon formed against you is going to prosper. Every tongue that rises up against you, Yah is going to condemn, my brothers. But if you don't recognize that, then you're going to be walking around in mental poverty. That's what he said. He said that although you seem poor, you're rich, because he's telling you the richness that he's put in us into our very existence, our very beings, men of Judah. He said there's no rich or wealth greater than that. And let me let you in on a secret, my brothers. If the heathens could be us, if they could really be us, I can assure you they would drop their heritage so fast your head would be spinning. Now they'll tell you, oh hell no, I wouldn't trade nothing to be no Nick. They're lying their asses off. That's what they're gonna say, as they've lied about white. Why do you think they painted a white Jesus? Why did you think they painted, their own God to look like them and then train our people, our ancestors, to worship that white God? Because of their envy and their jealousy of us. They couldn't be us, so they created an image of us. And then they took that image and propelled that image above us and then, forced it upon us. If they were so confident in who they are, then why didn't they just formulate their own religion? And they, of course, I don't want to sound like I'm contradicting myself, but why did they force their religion on us? Why did they bring to us Christianity? If they were so pure and so clean and so supreme, then why did they force us to follow their religion? Because they knew that we were the true people. And they still know, not their children. These dumbass heathens, they're the children of their children. They don't know anything about anything. They don't know. They look at us and they copy us in our style. They copy our culture. They copy our dress, our music. Our everything about us. They copy it. And yet they don't realize why they're doing it. They really think that, it's just cool. No fools. No fools. I'm talking about them, not us. No fools. Even the demons know who we are. Even the demons tremble. That's why. Like we were made in the image of Elohim, they try to be the image of us, but they can't. So don't let them fool you thinking that, oh no, I would never want to be. Oh, yes, they would. They're men, they're Asians, the white ones, the yellow ones, the brown ones, the whatever color ones, the red ones. Every last one of them see who we are, brothers. Every last one of them see who we are. And they hate you because of who you are. They don't hate you just because of your skin, because them damn heathen Africans, talking about those who are not us, those Canaanites, they have our same skin complexion, but they're not us. And they're not hated of all nations. They hate us, my brothers, because we are the very image and likeness of Elohim, because we are the children of Elohim. Your seed is the most precious seed on the planet. Not the seed of wheat, not the seed of tobacco, not the seed of an Asian or an African. Your seed is the superior seed. If our sisters were in their right mind, they would want to have 100 children for us, knowing that every time they had a child for us, they would be blessed. Because Yah said, blessed it is the man whose quiver is full of arrows. In other words, he said a man is blessed by the number of children that he has. And if she is the childbearer of that, or the seed giver, then obviously she would know she would be blessed as well. But because our sisters are not in their right mind, they kill their babies now. And when they can't kill their babies, they destroy their fathers by looking down their noses at them, by being jealous of them, envious of them, speaking, letting evil words come out of their mouths towards the men of Yah, not realizing that Yah is listening to every single word that they're saying. But this message is not about them. Again, this message is about you, my brothers. When the book says no weapon formed against you is going to prosper, that's what the book means. The book is simply meaning that if you wake up in the morning and you take a moment and you focus on Elohim and you have this conversation, they call prayer, but you have this conversation, the world calls it prayer. You have this conversation and you talk to Elohim. You say, okay, Elohim, I got to go out there in this world. I want you to give me the strength, to give me the wisdom, put your rahuk around me, a shield around me, so that no matter what comes my way, I will overcome it. I can overcome it through you. When they see me, they see you. And I don't care what happens today. As long as you're with me, Yah, I know I'm going to be victorious. See, brothers, that's what you call upon. And that's why, that's the essence of the relationship that we have with Elohim. When he said we were made in his image and likeness, that means that he's telling us he loves us so much that he made us exactly like him. Not him, but exactly like him. And in that likeness, we have the power over this earth. We still have dominion here. But we have given up that dominion because we have given up our heritage in terms of our spiritual heritage. We are looking at the world for solutions. We're looking at men, you know what I'm saying, for our help. You know, we are depending upon our women, who many have abandoned us for our comfort. And Yah said, you are in error, that we're supposed to keep our mind on him constantly. And then he would take care of the rest of that for us. And so, I want to say to you, my brothers, that look, you got everything that you need. And this is not a motivational speech. That shit creeps me out. Motivational speech. That seems so much like the heathens. That's what they do. A pep talk. This is just real talk. You, my brothers, are the image and the likeness of Yah. You were created by the hands of Yah, not our women, and damn sure not these heathens. These women came out of us. So whether they like it or not, they came out of the man. And the reason Yah took them out of the man, because they were here to serve us, the man. And in their arrogance, they have resented Yah ever since. These women resent Yah because of us. And they say, well, no, I don't. Yes, you do. If you hate what Yah created, you hate Yah. He said, touch not my anointed. You remember that, sisters? He said, do my prophets no harm. You remember that, sisters? Do you think that these men are made in the image and the likeness of Yah, and they're not his prophets? They're not anointed of him? Do you really believe that? So every time you go against these men, cause havoc and chaos for these men, Yah is going to hold it against you. Because that is not your role. Your role was to support these men. I'm talking about these men who are teaching, these priests, these ministers, these prophets, these strong ones. You are here to support them. And many of you are envy and jealous of them. And you say, oh, no, I'm not. Yes, you are. If you're worried about somebody else wanting one of them, that means you're envious and jealous of him. Of course, someone would want what you want. Why wouldn't they? Think about it. You should be thanking Yah that you have one. You should be thanking Yah that he's looking at you. But in your arrogance, oh, no. It's all about me. It's all about me. And if it ain't all about me, the hell with him. The hell with you. No, I'm going to say it again. The hell with you. Because when you pronounce hell on Yah's men, you are pronouncing hell on Yah. That's causing you to blaspheme. That's causing you to be judged. Why you think your children are out here dying? These little boys, you ran their fathers into the prison system. You ran these men out of their home using the welfare system, child support system. So Yah left you to raise these children, and look what's happening to these children. Without the covering of their fathers. And many of you sisters played a part in that. Because you couldn't get out of your own pride, your own high-mindedness. I get accused of always putting the sisters down. Well, I'm not putting you down. I'm giving you the book. So, you need to deal with that. You need to deal with that because you can fix your road. You can't fix the man, but you can fix yourself. And many of you, that's your problem. You want to fix the man instead of fixing yourself. Fix yourself. But you brothers, I want to again remind you, you are a royal priesthood. Nobody can take that away from you. No one can take it away from you. You can walk away from it and live like a dog out here. Live like a pig out here. You can do that. But you're still royalty. And many of our royal men are going to die in these streets like they're dying in these streets. Many of our royal men are going to continue to be oppressed as they're being oppressed in this captivity. Many of our royal men will be under the seduction of spells and portions called drugs because they choose to be. But they're still princes. But they will die 1,000 deaths because they walked away from Yah. The book of Luke tells a story about this young man who walked away from his father and wanted to be a part of the world and all the things that the world had to offer him. And he lost himself. He got so bad that he was living in shit with pigs. And that's how many of you are right now, my brothers. You're living in shit with pigs because you don't recognize who you are and you refuse to come out of the shit. And you refuse to stop living like a pig. Hell, most of you refuse to quit eating the damn nasty pig. And just like that man, that son who walked away from the father, which is a metaphor of our walking away from Elohim. I'm talking about the men, not talking about women. That is a metaphor of what we have done, many of us. And Yah said, if you want to go out there and you want this world, then I'm going to give it to you. But when this world is finished with you, you're going to regret the day you walked away from me. And isn't that so true for so many of us, brothers? Now, here's another part of that story. That same son who walked away from his father and was out there with them pigs living like a damn filthy beast, came into his right mind and decided to turn around and went back home. He went back to his father. See, that's what we need to do, brothers. We need to turn around and go back to our Father. That's what I did. And every day when I get up, I remind myself of that. So when these devils come in wolf shell, when these demons, not just Satan, but all these demons come in their sheep's clothing, and then try to take me off, my purpose, I rebuke them. I resist them. At least I fight. I fight with all my might too. And if they do get me for a moment, once I get in my right mind, as the young brother did, once I get in my right mind, then I resist it and I turn back to Yah. And what I'm saying to you, brothers, that you can die like a dog and still be a king or a prince. And many of us are dying like dogs. And again, so I just want to remind you, you never lost your kingdomship. You never lost it, my brothers. You can't lose it. Because again, you are made in the image and the likeness of Elohim. It doesn't matter what the heathen say about us. It doesn't matter what our women say about us. And sooner than later, we're going to have to stop calling some of these ladies our women, because they're not our. If they were our women, they would be with us. They would not have abandoned us. They would not attack us. They would not speak evil against us. They would not resist us. So many of these women who profess to be us, they're not. They're long ago stopped being us. They took upon the sins of their fathers, Satan, and now they're wicked. And everything come out of their mouth is wickedness. Every thought that enters their mind is evil, and wickedness continue, as the book says. But again, not all of them. Yah says he has put aside a certain number of our women, the ones who have the seal in their head. And he said they're not going to turn against the men. They're going to stand with us no matter what. And they're going to be obedient to the word of Elohim. They're going to be the sisters. They're going to be more like Ruth. You know what I'm saying? When she told Naomi, wherever you go, I will follow you. Whoever you worship, I'm going to worship. And when she was told, go to Boaz and get down to his feet. Go lay at his feet. Yes, his dirty feet. Go lay down at his feet. And when he awaken, he'll see you there. And when he call you to him, you go. But see, our rebellious women, you think they would do that? You think they would humble themselves to that degree? Hell no, not many, not most of them. But don't worry about that, because just as Boaz, was a king, grandfather of David, so are you. And Yah has a plan for us, my brothers. We'll see it in the end. But some of us can see it right now. Those of us who are in our right mind. We can see the plan right now. Now, we got to walk it out. We have to work towards it. We have to strive towards it. But I'm telling you, just like that son who walked away from his father, again in the book of Luke. As soon as he started coming back to his father, as soon as he got in his right mind, he began to see his vision, his eyes started to open again. He started to get clarity of thought, clarity of heart. His zest for life came back to him. And what happened? There was his father right there saying, hey, you were lost. Now you're found. I never forgot about you. I never stopped loving you. You didn't lose this. You just walked away from this. That's why I said to you in the beginning of this message, my brothers, you're kings and princes whether you understand it or not. Now, for the wicked ones that I talked about who are practicing, all these other occultic rituals, ceremonies, societies, secret societies, fraternities, sororities, clubs, etc., social clubs, they're never going to come back because they've already sold their soul. They're going to hell with the heathens. They're going to go to hell with the heathens. I know some of them say, well, no, I'm a turn. Some of them may be listening. Some of you brothers may be listening to me saying, no, I'm going to change. We shall see. We shall see. But I don't think you're going to be able to convince me of it. Maybe you can convince Yah of it. And Yah is the one you need to convince, not me. But I suspect that Yah is going to show you the hypocrisy in what you're saying. Even in your judgment, I think Yah is going to show it to you. Because you have to walk away from all of that. You could, just like that young man had to walk away from all of that lifestyle and all that damage he had done and all that debauchery he was a part of. He had to walk away from that and come away humble, come away meek, come say, I'll be a servant, I'll be your slave. I'll do anything I need to do to get back close to you. I don't think you can do it. Now, that's just my personal opinion. I don't think you can do it. I don't think you have it in you to do it. I think you still love the shithole of this world, the lust, the whoredom of this world, the adultery of this world, the idolatry of this world, the wickedness of this world. I think you still love that. So again, this message, unfortunately, is about you, but it's not for you. This message is to those brothers who have not sold their souls. For you who are struggling every day in this fight, who are calling upon Yah, but you don't realize that calling upon Yah simply means that just come close, just keep walking, keep talking, keep asking, keep seeking. And most important, just remember who you are. That's the most important thing you can do, my brothers. Just remember who you are. Once you remember who you are, your eyes are going to open back up. Your heart is going to open back up. Right? Your mind is going to open up. Because that's how that man got out of the shit he was in. He came to himself, as the book says. Google that scripture up. You know, the story of the prodigal son. Google it up because you want to read that. It's in Luke. I want to say it's in Luke chapter 18. But Google it up so you can read it. So you can eat that food. To remind you that that story is about us. It's about the men of Judah, Israel, who walked away, you know, or who were snatched and torn away because of the wickedness all around of us. The temptation of this world, the betrayal of some of our brothers, the betrayal of many of our sisters. That's our story, brothers. That's our redemption story. Are you ready to be redeemed? Then come on, come out. You know, that's what I'm doing. That's what many of the brothers are doing now. We're coming out, and we're telling everyone else, you can come out too. And then you're going to see the kingship that's in you, the light that's in you, the glory that's in you, the dominion that Yah placed in you when he made us in his image and in his likeness. And nobody can take that away from us if we hold on to it. Only we can give it up. Our women can't take it away. The enemy can't take it away. Racism can't take it away. Poverty can't take it away. Drugs can't take it away. Nothing can take it away. Nothing can take it away. You have to give it away. And just like you gave it away, you can take it back. But you can only take it back when you come back to Yah and be the first man. You're the man that Yah created you to be. The very man he spoke of in the book of Genesis. I'm going to create man in our likeness and our image. When you become that man, then you're a king again. And nobody, once a king, always a king, even if you're living with the pigs. Again, like that brother, he was a king living with pigs. So once a king, once a prince, always a king, always a prince. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. That's the one time you should let your pride be your guide. You hold your head up, brothers. You resist the devil. The book says you resist him, he will flee. And remember, Satan is not going to come to you as Satan. He's going to come to you in a disguise. He's going to come to you with love, or opportunity, with access, with inclusion. He's going to come to you like a sheep, but he's a wolf. You have to judge them by what they say and what they do. Look at them. Not by what they say, but what they do. Watch what they do. They can't hide it for long. They can hide it for a little season, but ultimately they're going to reveal themselves. Every wolf in sheep clothing, ultimately God to come and eat the sheep, so he's going to reveal himself. That's the whole reason why he dressed in the sheep clothing, so he can come and he can be a savage beast and consume the sheep. So they're going to show themselves. Just give them time. Just wait. They'll reveal it. They will reveal themselves. You just be patient and wait. But when that wolf in sheep clothing reveal him or herself to you, believe them. Believe them. And do everything in your power to pray that Yah destroys them. Because they mean you no good no matter what they say. They mean you no good. The righteous of Yah are never going to turn against the men of Yah. Not the righteous. The righteous of Yah would rather die before they turn against the men of Yah. And so whether it's a heathen or even one of our sisters, if she's trying to harm you or destroy you and not serve you and assist you and help you as Yah created her to do, then she's a wolf and you resist her and watch Yah judge her. Stay away from her. She is not for you. Yah would never give you, an adversary to love. That's not the behavior, Yah. That's Satan. And that's his helpers. And again, don't worry about what these devils are saying all around you. Just gird yourself up, my brothers. Stand strong. I started this message and say, Yah said, a blessed man, your seed is blessed. A blessed man, his quiver will be full of arrows. Now that don't mean, guys, that you need to go around here and put your seed all over, because you plant your seed in some of these little demonic women, you're gonna get little demonic seeds. So your seed is precious. It's the most valuable seed on this planet. You hold on to that seed. But when Yah give you, the apple of his eye, the woman of his choice, then you procreate. And if you're past that time, then you love. And you teach your daughters and your sons to procreate, but only with those who are in the image and likeness of Elohim. Yah will bless you through your grandchildren too, my brother. So if you don't have many children, Yah can bless you through your grandchildren. And if you don't, he'll give you adopted children. Not the world's legal adoption, not that bullshit. I'm talking about he'll send sons and daughters from you from all over the place. And they will come to you, and they will see you, and they will feel blessed to be amongst you. And you will be blessed because they're with you. Amen? So brothers, be encouraged. You are kings, and no one can steal your royalty from you because Yah gave it to you. But you can lose it in your ignorance. You can forget who you are. All right? And many of our brothers have. So to you brothers who have forgotten, open up your eyes, come back. For you brothers who have not forgotten but you're struggling, you're going to make it. Get strong. Get gird up. Man up, as they say. And for you brothers who know it, praise you and keep being an example, being a light. So those other two, scenarios of brothers who are trying to come back to Yah can see your light and glorify Elohim. Know where they can get back because you're back. Amen? So that's all I have for you this morning. Praise Yah. I think I'll be out of YouTube jail in a few days. I'm sure I'm going to be off of YouTube right after that, but that's okay. Praise Yah. And anyway, share this message, okay? Share it through Vimeo. Just share it. You follow me? It's going to help your other brothers. Are you your brother's keeper? Do you really love your brother, your neighbor? Then share the message so your neighbor can get the same knowledge that you're receiving, that I'm receiving, to share with you from Elohim. All right? All praises to Elohim, all praise to the Most High Yah. Glory to his name and glory to his men, his people. And for you righteous sisters out there, by the way, I know some of you are out there. We love you. Okay? We love you with a perfect love. I'm talking about you righteous sisters. You sisters who will never betray your men. You queens. We love you. All right? But some of us are still dealing with this forsakenness that we have brought upon ourselves. And so you can't see that love as clear as you should see it. But it's there. Just pray for your brothers. Pray for your men. That Yah may open up their eyes so that they can see you. All right? And they will. So you better hold your place, you sisters. And for the wretched amongst our people, the wretched women amongst us, the heathens want you. Go. You've been with them anyway. You're following their music. You're following their culture. You're following their lifestyles. You're following their feminine, their how you say their pro-choice, their feminist movements. The heathens want you. Go with them, because you're going with them anyway, straight to hell. See these words I just spoke to you, sisters? That's going to come back to you. Remember, it's going to be 7 of you, nasty, dirty, filthy, who chose to serve the gods of this world. And the gods of this world, when they finish with you, you're going to come back, 7 of you to one of us, asking for us to marry you, to protect you, to keep you safe. And I'm going to tell you right now, the answer is going to be no. But for the righteous women out there, the righteous sisters out there, the righteous stranger out there, there's always going to be a place for you in the kingdom of Elohim. But you better get you with your man of Yah, and you better hold on to him, come, hell or high water, to make sure, you follow me, that the blessing that Yah has poured upon him flows right over to you. DFG, talk to you later now. Bye now.